Hey, hello, hi. Good morning. Good morning, Krishna. Good morning, Mani. Good morning, Shiva.
Good morning, buddy.
Good morning. Good morning.
So, how was the week?
It was okay. Banu,
Yes.
uh, I'll share the screen.
Okay.
I'll share the screen when it starts. Okay, I'm getting whenever I type X clock, it's
Mm-hmm.
giving me missing characters in conversation.
Okay.
And when I type export LC, I found a solution, but it's not
Okay.
working. Every time I'm receiving, I'm getting the same thing.
Yeah, you can share it. You can share the screen now. So,
Good
before
morning,
the
sir.
crowd joining, it would be fine.
Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, Mani.
Hi, sir.
Hi. So, Shiva, is everything working fine with you? Or any issues you are facing?
No, sir. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine, right? Perfect. Okay. So, here you install this one, right?
Xwing. Xwing also I have installed.
And from Linux you install this one, right?
Mhm.
Software, Xming software,
Yeah, I done.
wizard.
Yeah.
And also you should install the Xclock, and
Done. That is also done.
you should install the X11. Okay. Wait. Did you enable the X11 forward?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Should I
And
open?
open. And open the Xming in your Windows.
Done. That is also background.
Show me. It's, you just click on it. No, that's fine. Cancel it. Yeah, now you can click the X clock.
Oh, sorry.
It's coming now.
Can you see?
Okay, that's the thing. You have to open the Xming, then you have to click the X clock. It's a
See,
just X clock is a command to that is fine.
but
Your window is already open right here.
yeah, it's opened.
That's all. That's all.
But see, I'm getting like this.
It's
See,
a
I'm not,
warning, man. That is nothing to do with it. It's by default it will come.
but I'm not getting the Oracle, the signature, the dollar signature and all.
You close it. No, it's just for testing purpose. X clock means you are
Okay.
displaying the digital clock and checking whether you are able to open the UI or not, GUI or not. graphical
Okay.
user interface. That's all.
So I
So,
can restart the session,
no,
right?
no,
Like,
you simply close this. You close the X clock. Go there.
oh,
No,
okay, okay.
go to the window. Yeah, you
Should I
can
close
close it.
this? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
if you close
Okay.
this, it will return you to the command prompt. Then,
Okay.
if you go to the software, if you run the run installer there, again it
Okay.
will open the like this.
Yeah, yeah, fine, fine, fine. I'll do that. Only one is
Understood?
pending, the last one. Yeah, understood.
Okay, perfect. So where is the other guys? Hey, hello, hi, Mamata, Induri.
Hi, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Good
So
morning,
I
sir.
think I'm seeing you new today.
Yes, sir.
You're new joining. You're joining from today.
Yes, sir. I'm joining from today.
Okay. So may I know the where are you from and what is your background?
Yes, sir.
Just
Myself,
exit.
Mamata, I passed out in 2017 and
Okay.
graduated from Narayana Engineering College in the stream of ECE.
Okay.
I have been preparing for groups from the last 4 years.
Okay. Nice.
The notification is not yet released.
Okay.
I want to start my career.
Okay. You decided to want to start career, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So where are you from?
from Nellore.
Nellore. So you attending the classes from Nellore itself, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Perfect. So do you have any knowledge on computing system, any other SQLs, Linux, something like that?
No, sir. I have just basic idea.
Okay.
I didn't have any in-depth knowledge. Yes.
So you don't know about the Linux commands and SQL things, right?
I have been used in my BTech. I
Oh,
have
Linux
learned
and
the words. Yeah.
okay. Then you are familiar with it. The thing is only you need to recall it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So and basically what we have discussed through the last week was the basically the course will be on the DBA, right? When I say that DBA, it's a database administration. Okay. So we basically we are on the Oracle DBAs, Oracle database administrations. So we deal with the DBA task, what they do in day-to life, how to manage the database. They will manage the storage, and they will configure and they will install. So I've just explained the theoretical part last 4 days. So it's been a 4 days since I started the class.
Yes.
Okay, so basically we have done with the installation of Linux and Oracle software, but we haven't created the database yet. So I think today class will be on the creating the database. So I think you can catch up the things. I have the videos. We have the videos. You can ask for the institute to
Sir,
share.
I have access to the videos, sir.
You have the access to videos, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can go through it. It's just 4 to 5 classes we have been through. Uh, so you can quickly go through it, and if you have any questions or any doubts, please make a note and ask in next class, or you can ping me in the group itself.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, perfect. And then where are the other guys? I think Shiva Naik left. I don't know why. Let me ping them just before starting the class. Okay. Meanwhile, Mani, you can share your screen. So basically, we are creating and installing the softwares in Mani's laptop since I have already installed in my local PC. So I think
Yes,
you,
sir.
I hope you have the local PC, right, Mamata, in your personal laptop or desktop.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So then you need to install the softwares. So for the better understanding.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Hmm.
So take the access.
Okay, right. Okay, perfect. So what happened? Did you restart it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oracle 1, 2, 3. So I want one clarity from you guys, Krishna and Mamata. So do you prefer to course complete as soon as possible with a huge amount of time, or do you want to go by the things deeply? I mean, it will take much time. So which mode you want?
Deep would be better later on.
Second one is better.
It's a deep mode is better, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, so since
Even it takes like 45 days or 30 days, no problem. But we need to learn.
yeah, that's what clarity I need. So whoever hurry in the course, I just please let me know, or else whoever really get to gain the knowledge, that also we can do. Okay. Escape. Go here and open this one. Wire settings. Thing has been changed. Just click on the off and on. Zero 03. Yeah, now it's working. Michael, basically, we use the Putty software to connect to the database server remotely to the people who join newly. So the entire course will be based on the three softwares. One is Oracle VirtualBox, where we install the Linux operating system, and we use the Putty, where where we used it to connect to the remote database servers. So whatever you are seeing on the screen, it's a Putty. Suppose, say, if your database server in a remote location, wherever it might be UK or US or London, wherever it is, you have to connect to the database server remote, right? So that's why client will provide you the details of IP address, server details, host name, port, and everything. Using the details, you will connect to the server using the Putty. This is the use of Putty. So once we logged in, so where was our Oracle? What was our what is our Oracle home? Any idea? The F5KH. Go to the home, cd/home. Then here, see the list. then CD Oracle, Class-7 LRT, CD app, Class-7 LRT, CD Oracle, then go to the product, then go to the version of the software, this folder. Then go to the DB home. So if I give the PWD present working directory, so it will choose the where I am currently. So we have the DB home. This is called the database home, where our all database installed database or whatever the utilities we use it from here. So right now we are done with the installation of Oracle software. Today we are going to create the Oracle database. So basically, the utilities should be in bin folder in DB home, and we will have the, if we give the LSFLRT, all files are there, utility files are there, right? So there is a different purpose for different files. But to create the database, we use the utility called DBCA, database creation assistance. LSFLRT DBCA. We have it here, right? Okay. So then I'll open the Xming. Okay, it's running. And I'll just check whether I can able to open the GUI or not. I think it will open. That's fine. Now we'll call this utility, okay? So directly just DBCA, you run like this. The graphical user interface will be presented. So once you invoke the DBCA file, it will give the GUI like this. So here we have some list of tasks, list of steps, what it will do. So here you can do either create the database and configure an existing database and delete the database. You can manage the pluggable databases. You can manage the Oracle rack installation. So using DBCA, you can do all these kind of tasks. Now let's start with the creation of database. Creation of database next. So here we'll go with the advanced configuration. What under options it will come? Let's see. Data warehouse. No, we'll go with the by default typical configuration. So database name, what we will give? We'll give it as a dev, right? Development. Dev database we are going to create. Okay. So file storage, we use the file system. We don't have any ASM and all. And then database files location, it's Oracle or a base. Here it will create. Then fast recovery area, it will create in this location. You don't need to worry about this character set. It's a just algorithm to protect the passwords and everything. So administrative password we give like capital Oracle @123, capital O Oracle @123. Create as a container database. You need to click on this, check on this, then click the next. Pluggable database cannot be. Okay, just uncheck this, then click on the next. So here it will show the summary. What is the database name? Oracle single instance we're talking about. On what is a SID? SID service identifier. We have the dev. So it will shows the summary. So please observe these initialization parameters where we have the compatible parameter. So it says the version of our database, and then where we have the DB name, it says the name called dev, and where we have the DB recovery file dest, where it is the location of the all recovery files and all. And especially when I talk about the memory target, please be aware of this. It's a memory target is the parameter where it will take care of the PGA and SGA guys. So we have gone through the and SGA, right? We have discussed what is a PGA, what is SGA, what is a Java pool, shared pool, everything, right? So for all those memory will be allocated from this target automatically. It will Oracle will internally allocates the memory wherever it is required. It take the memory from this parameter and it will allocate it to it accordingly, according to the requirement. So open cursor means the number of sessions that can connect to the database. Suppose I have a database in my server. When I say 300, up to 300 people connect to my database. Up to 300 sessions, they can connect to my database. We can increase it later according to our need. And processes means it's almost similar to the session. So, and apart from that, coming to the data files, you are seeing some data files here, right? So there is a table space called sysocs, system, undo, and users. And also you are able to see the information of control files. And also you are able to see the information of redo log files. You just you just be familiar with these words. I'll explain the things later, maybe in this session itself, when we go to the file structures. Okay, there are data files, control files, redo log files, and we have a location for them, and they will exist on the OS. It's the physicals. So I'll save this response file. I'll save it the home location itself. Then I'll finish the installation. So meanwhile, let me prepare a slide for you guys to explain the file structure. Let me take a snap of this. Let me go here. So is it stuck? It's not moving?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. It will take some time.
Yeah.
Okay, let it be installed. Meanwhile, we'll go to the file structures, theoretically, what it is, what they are. So you can stop sharing. Okay, it's moving.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, you can stop sharing. You can keep it like that. We'll come back to this after our
Yeah.
theoretical part finish. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay then. So let me share my screen. Okay. So guys, today somewhat important topics for the knowledge purpose. So we see the what and all files will be there in the Oracle database. So what and all things we deal with, what and all storage DBS deal with. So basically, if I start with Oracle storage architecture, make a note of it if you have anything if you want. So we have the control files, we have the data files, we have the redo log files, and we have the parameter file, and we have the backup files, archive log, password file, temp file, and alert log trace file. So coming to one by one, these all are the physical, I can say. These, whatever you are seeing on the screen, these all are the physical files. When I say the physical files, can anyone guess what it mean when I say the physical? Those can be accessible directly from the OS, right? We can see them, we can see the size of them, we can manage, we can delete, we can see at the OS level in simple terms. So when I say the physical files, if I open my folder, anything, you are seeing all these files here, right? All the files you are seeing. So these all are the physical files. I can able to access this. I can able to see the size and everything. Similarly, all these files, whatever you are seeing on my screen, are the physical. So when I say the control file, what it will do, and is it mandatory for the database? Let's go to it. Basically, control file will have the information of the database. What is the database name? Where the all other files are located. When I say the all other files, it's about the data file and redo log files. So what are the redo log files that the current database is using, and what is the location of it, and what are the data files that database is being using, and location of the data files, and the size of the database. So everything, the information about the database will be always will be there in the control file. It's a kind of very critical for the database. So without control file, we cannot able to open the database. So once we lost the control file, it's gone. We lose the database. That's all. Then you have to be ready for the fire. You have to be in the process of searching another job. So you always take care of the control files well. Then coming to the data files. So this is what we define the database size based on the data file size. Got it? We can decide the database size, or we can tell the database size by using the data file size. Suppose I have the 5 data files and each file is about 5 GB. So what would be my database size then? It's a 25 GB, right? So I have the 5 data files. Each data file size is 5 GB currently. Now, if anyone asks me about the what is your database size, you can tell that my database size is I have 5 data files. Each data file is 5 GB. Then my database size is 25 GB. So basically, the storage, whatever you do, suppose if you want to create a table, or if they want to create an index, anything, the database data, actual data will be stored in data file. The actual data will be stored in data file, but we cannot able to read anything from the OS level. We can see the file, that's all, but all the information will be encrypted. We cannot read, only the database can understand the data that located in the data file. The normal humans or any other tools cannot be able to read the data from data file. Similarly, we have the online redo logs. So in the architecture, we have gone through the online redo logs where the log writer will writes the data, frequent data to the online redo logs. I've explained, right? We have gone through it. So basically it will contains the recent information about the recent transactions. Whatever the recent transactions happened, those information will be captured in online redo logs. So what is the use of it? So basically suppose I have taken the backup of database around 12 o'clock today, and around 4 o'clock I have lost my database. So, my database server is crashed or whatever the reason might be, I have lost the database. Now I need the recovery. So for the recovery purpose, I have the backup till 12 o'clock only, but I need a recovery. I have to recover the database to the state where it was around the exactly same as 4 o'clock. I can restore the backup so that the database will be recovered until the 12 o'clock, but I can miss the data from 12 to 4 o'clock, right? In that particular scenarios, these online redo logs will be always frequently will be backing up to the archive redo logs. So these are online redo logs will be backing up to the archive redo logs. Once the backup restored till 12 o'clock, after that we can apply these archive redo logs. Once the backup is restored, we can apply online redo logs on top of this backup so that the database will be in complete state, complete recovery state. So basically online redo logs are useful for the recovery scenarios. Now, these are the three mandatory files to run a database, to maintain a database, and to open the database. Control files, data files, archive redo log files. And there is on top of these three files, we need a one more file called parameter file. What is a parameter file? So you have seen previously while we creating the database where all the details like database name equals to dev, memory target is something I have shown, and something called database recovery destination. So you have seen the details of that particular database, right? So yeah, it basically information about the instance. When I talk about the instance, you need to understand about the memory, how memory target, PGA, SGA, everything details. All those details would be defined in parameter file. All those details would be defined in parameter file. And the parameter file will also contains the location of the control file. Location of the control file. Now tell me, so what is the first file we need to start the database? What is the first file? So we need the parameter file. Parameter file is the first file to open the database because it will have the information about the instance and it will have the information about the control file. So dealing with the database, we need to first start the instance, then we have to open the database, right? That is a sequence. So to start the instance, we need the parameter file. What information it will contain? It will contain the information about the SGA, PGA, memories, and the information of control files. Then once the database started with parameter file, then it requires the control file. Where what's the control file information contains? It will contain the information about the data files location, redo log location, database name, and the database size, everything. Okay. So first we need a parameter file, then it will look for the control file. If control file is available, then it will look for the data files and online redo log files. If all these four files are available, then the database will come to the open state. Clear? Any questions till now? Okay, perfect. So these are the four mandatory files to manage the database. Then coming to the backup file. Suppose if you want to backup your database with the RMAN and everything, those particular files will called as the backup files. If you want to backup your database, those particular files will be called as a backup files and archive files. So it's a backup of online redo log files. It's a backup of online redo log files. So the database can be run and maintained without these two files. It's a not mandatory. It's a not a mandatory files. But in real time, it will be always recommendable to have the database in archive log mode and to perform the frequent backups of the database. Do you know why? In case if any loss will be happen to the database, the DBAs should able to restore the database to the state what the client wants. Suppose if the client asks to please restore my database until 2 days back or until 1 hour back, the DBAs should be able to perform the task. When they can able to do the task, if they have the proper backup, if they have a proper backup of database. So these two files for the backup and recovery scenarios. And we have one more file called password file where it will be used to authenticate the sys account. Then we have temp file. You don't need to worry about these things. This I will explain when I take a deep dive into the table space scenarios. Then we have alert log and trace files. It's a much most important log file for the DBS is alert log files. So whatever happened to the database, suppose if database crashed, suppose if database instance is starting, if some errors are captured, the all information will be captured in the log file. It's a basically whenever you install the software, any software in your local PCs, right? It will capture the details, all the details in one log file. So at this time, some particular things is happening. At this time, this is happening. So in detail, step by step logs you can call. Similarly, for the database, the alert log file contains the in detail activity of the database. So these are the physical structure of the database. Now we'll see practically what they will be, how they will be. Okay, we'll go back to the Mani's laptop. I think installation is done. We'll see what and all these things are.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll just stop sharing. You can share your screen, Mani.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So now click on the request to mode control. Click on the password management. Here you give the password for system Oracle 123. Oracle 123, and you can just for the sys also Oracle 123, and I'm confirming the password. Then we'll unlock this card, some schema just for practice purpose. So where is a Scott here? We don't have any Scott schema. Okay, that's fine. Click on the OK, and it will throw some warning that password hasn't meet the minimum requirements. That's fine. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Then I'll click on the close. The putty itself has been closed, I guess. Then I'll again open this. I log into the Oracle user where our database installed. Come on. It will ask for the password. I'll pass the password. Okay, done. So guys, now carefully listen. Suppose you got the details of server, that might be the IP address, host name, port, everything to connect it remotely. Once you log in, you have to check what and all databases are running in this particular server. How can you check? So I've given the Linux commands to practice. If you open that, you will find this command. There is one command called -ef pipeline grep daemon. So if you give this, it will show the database what and all running. So there is a one pmon process that involved to dev database. So I can say that the one database is running in this server, that database name called dev. Understood? So I have one database. Now how to the as a DBAs, as a DBAs. So it's a simple command. If you give the SQL plus, I think it won't connect. Command not found, it will come. So you have to export the three things. Open the notepad. So here you have to export the three things to connect to the database. One is export Oracle home. You have to export Oracle _home. Then you have to export path equals to export path you have to do. Then export Oracle _side. Now tell me, what is the Oracle home location? When I say export Oracle home, it's my Oracle home location. I have to export this. Now, what is a path? Path is where we actually call the utilities. SQL plus is a utility. Okay, SQL plus is a command prompt where we will call. Suppose if you open our Windows machine on the command, if we directly press the CMD, I mean in the run, if we directly press the CMD, it will open for the command prompt, right? Because that CMD utility is already exported in our local machines. Similar way, we have the SQL plus command prompt, we have to export it. So I no need to override anything, but I just want to align. I just want to add. I just want to concatenate my current SQL path to existing path. That's why export path equals to $path. $path contains already what and all things already allocated to the path variable. Now I'm concatenating it. Okay. Here, dollar Oracle underscore home slash bill, where my SQL utility is located. Okay. Then I'll export the Oracle SID. It's a basically called the service identifier. Basically, it's my database name. So these are the three things that you need to export every time if you want to connect to the database. Please practice it today, and later we will include these three into the bash profile so that you don't need to export every time if you want to connect to the database. But before that, before we automate it, I request you to please practice these things. Once if you are okay with, then we'll add to the bash profile. What do you say, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Now we'll export the things. I'll export this. So previously, just to make a note, SQL plus I didn't found here, command not found, the error I got. So I'm exporting the Oracle home. Now I'll export the path. Then now I export the Oracle SID. I give these three, and if I press SQL plus, now it's asking for the username, password, and right. Okay, I'm just canceling it. Control C I'm pressing. So as this is DBAs, how you guys need to connect to the database? It's a simple command: SQL class slash space as space sysdba. SQL plus slash as sysdba. So connected to the ideal instance it is showing. What it means, there is a no instance running with capital dev. I will just exit this and I'll see if there is anything running. PSF, EF, grep, Fremont. So it's a small words, right? I'll export the Oracle SID to dev. Small case I will give. Now I will connect to the SQL plus slash as sysdba. Here you see the connect to the 12C Oracle database. Select name, comma, open underscore mode from $3 database. Now you can see the database is up and running. The name is called dev and the open mode is read write. Are you able to see this? So it's a simple command to simple query. When I say query, it needs to be run from SQL prompt. When I say command, that's from OS level. Okay. So this is a simple query. We'll run from the SQL to see whether the database is up and running. Okay. Now we'll see the files, what other files we have discussed. So parameter p file, a simple query again. Show parameter p file. So it will give the location of parameter file. Now I'll just exit from command prompt. I'll go to the Oracle home location, Oracle_home. Here I'll go to the DBS folder. If I give ls-lrt, you are able to see some files here, right? So you are able to see some file called sp file dev.ora. Okay, we're able to see this. Suppose, what is this? Anet, who bought this annotation one? You are able to see the sp file here, right? So now what I'll do is I have this man. Okay. What's happening? This it's drawing. I am not sure what's happening here. Just give me a minute. Whiteboard. Hey, how to hide this drawing controls, man? Mhm. Okay, I just give up and take the control again. No, it's basically in your laptop. I think something is enabled. I've disabled all the drawing controls. See, when I see the remote control only, I'm getting this.
Wait a minute, I will check.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what happened?
I think draw tool access.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So you are able to see the SP file here, right? This is called parameter file, P file. So there is a two types of P file. One is P file and SP file. There is a two type of parameter files called P file and SP file. So what is the difference between P file and SP file? P file will be always in readable format where the humans can read it and understand the parameters. And SP file is not readable. Only the Oracle software will understand the things. Suppose if I give the VI SP file name and enter, you see something at the rate, something blah, blah, blah. Only you are able to see only the few parameters, right? And if I come down at the rate, something is there. So this is what, this is how P file looks. So I need the P file. This is how SP file looks. I need the P file. I'll go to the SQL test /DBA. I'll create one P file. Create P file from SP file. File created. I'll just exit and I'll give the ls-lrt. Here I got the init dev.ora, right? Previously where I didn't have this file. Only SP file we had, we didn't have the P file.
Yes, sir.
So we start with a keyword called init and then the instance name, it's called the P file. If we start with SP file and instance name, it is called the SP file. If I give the VI and P file name, now you can see the all parameters here, right? So you see here, DB cache, in-memory exit, in-memory extent, Java pool size, large pool size, everything. And SGA target, PGA target. We haven't allocated it anywhere while we creating the database, but it taken from automatically, right? So there is one more called DB block size. It's 8 KB and it's having the information about control file, right? This is a control file location. And also it have the information about the memory target and the open crashes, everything. Okay, this is called the P file and it's useful to start in the instance or database. So any questions so far today? Krishna and Mamata, Mani.
Bano, I'll once I practice, I'll contact you if I face any issue and if I haven't.
Yes, sir.
But as of now, today's class, you are clear on the topic, right? How to create the database? What are some kind of physical files, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you are familiar with the control files, parameter files, and all. So tomorrow we'll see the log files and data files, everything. But now you know the overall concept of files, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Mamata, are you able to understand anything or are you feeling any difficulties in understanding it?
No, sir, I'm able to understand, sir.
So you're clear on it, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, perfect. Okay then. So that's all guys for today. We'll resume it from tomorrow again
Yes,
at
sir.
the same time, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay then.
Bye.
Okay. Have a good day. Bye.